Hi guys, Aceface back, and I'm back with another Wargaming Weekly. So thank you very much for all tuning in. Sorry that it's been a couple of weeks since the last Wargaming Weekly. It's been a little bit frantic in the real world, I suppose you could say, and I really just haven't had a time to do it. So big apologies. I always try and keep these weekly, so I will attempt to keep that going for you guys, so apologies for the little delay, but welcome back for you who are joining us for the first time. This is my weekly show where I'll just talk about all things wargaming. It does tend to be predominantly Games Workshop, as that's kind of what I'm into more, but it's not exclusive to that. So if you're interested in hearing about other news on other game systems or other parts of the hobby, then always put it in the comments below and I will do my best to cover it. And if you have any sort of contacts or you know of stuff that you want me to talk about on the channel, again, put it in the comments below and I'll do my best to cover it. Right, so jumping right in, so the biggest news of this week, and I wanted to start off with this because this is massive, is my very own good friend and sponsor, Martin McNeil at Wargames, and the crew at Wargames are really proud to announce that their shop is now online as well, so you can go and get your hobby goodness from their website. So that's it, from today their website is live. So it's work in progress still, so there will be a lot more items that will go on to the website. So if you can't find what you're looking for, then please do contact Martin. He'll still do his best to get hold of what you're looking for, but you'll see over the next few weeks he's quoted me another 10,000 items or something that's going on there. So yeah, so loads more to go on there, but yeah, from today it's live, so jump on there and put your orders in, get them in now. If you've been sort of thinking, oh, I don't actually want to use PayPal, I don't want to, I don't just want to contact Martin and go from there. Well, now you've got a website, so now there's no excuse to jump on there and get your wargaming goodness. And what Martin is doing is he is running a special each week, and for this week he's got a special where you can buy both the two 30k box sets at a really good price. So jump over, guys, and have a look, because the offer's pretty cool, and I'm probably going to have to get involved in that because you can never have too much 30k Space Marine goodness. But some great offers over there. Really cool glossy website that is going to be good fun to have a look at. So check it out, guys. Okie dokie, so on to the next bit of news. So I wanted to talk a little bit about tournaments. I've got a few tournaments to talk about, but one of the big things before I kind of go into detail on individual tournaments is I wanted to talk about what Games Workshop are doing, which is really cool. So now Games Workshop are advertising independent tournaments, which is really cool, and it just absolutely shows the direction of where the company's going. Much more embracing of the community and understanding where the gaming is. They are and they're very much embracing the fact that it's a game, because for many years their approach was all around it was just a hobby, and people didn't really play that much. It was just they just play downstairs in their basement and throw whatever models out they wanted. And don't get me wrong, that still happens, but the reality is there's a huge movement towards organised gameplay and the promotion of that, which is great news. So what they've said, as I said, they've started promoting independent tournaments. So they've started promoting. Now I'm going to get this wrong. So I know 3 of them. I can't remember the other one. The other one's there's a tournament in Derby. So apologies to you guys if that's like a really big tournament. I'm not really that aware of it, but again, chuck it in the comments if it's a really good one. It's something worth going to. But there's a tournament in Derby. Then there's Adepticon that's advertised on there, LVO, which is awesome, and there is the London GT. And I've been in contact with the guys at London GT. and I think it's going to be a really cool event this year. So it was their very first one last year, and they put a lot of hard work and effort into launching it as a huge tournament, and they learnt a lot from it. A few things they didn't get perfect, but it was a great tournament. I went, thoroughly enjoyed it. Really cool to go to a tournament in the middle of London. Great, you know, it's a really cool place to go, and to sort of have 2 days of gaming there was a lot of fun, and something that, you know, I'm looking forward to again this year. So I would well recommend that you keep your eyes open and peeled for when their tickets go up on sale, because I think it's going to be even better. Speaking to them, the tables will be better, the terrain's going to be better. You know, it just sounds like they're going to take it to the next level, and this really could be one of the tournaments to really watch out for. So absolutely keep your eyes peeled for that. I will hopefully be helping them out with promoting their tournament. Really fingers crossed I'll be there, and will do everything I can to kind of promote it. I want to help out as many tournaments as I can, as it's a real passion of mine, and the better the tournament scene is in the UK, the better it is for all us gamers. So I'm not precious. I will be doing my best. If the tournament organisers open their arms to me, then I will do my best to kind of help them out. And as I said, the guys at the London GT have been really keen to kind of get involved and listen to the feedback they've had from last year and make an even better tournament. So definitely one to watch out for. So other tournaments, we've got the application will close in probably just over a week, maybe even 2 weeks from now, for No Retreat 4. Now, I spoke lots and lots about No Retreat, so you're probably bored and sick and tired of hearing it, but this is important. If you think that you've been to a good tournament, you don't know nothing until you've been to No Retreat. It is a amazing experience. If you're not a competitive gamer, doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. It's just a place where people that are really enthusiastic about the hobby can kind of get together, roll some dice, play on the best tables you are ever going to see, and have a whale of a time. It is a spectacular tournament. It is out of this world. The guys put so much love and effort into making it what it is. It's one that if you get a chance to go to, I cannot recommend it highly enough. So if you're watching this and you're thinking, well, I'm not sure, I don't know whether my painting's up to scratch. Well, the only way to find out is chuck an application in. So there'll be a link down below. Just jump on there, put your application in, get it in there, because why not, and see whether you get lucky to get selected. It's not all just about the sheer technical ability of that painting. What Steve and the team are also looking for is an army to look really cool on the table, so if that paint scheme's a little bit eye-catching, it really fits well together, looks like a lovely combined force, then you never know, guys, you could be in for a shout. So do not write it off, get your applications in, and don't miss out the chance to be at No Retreat 4. Okay guys, and on to the next one. As I said, there's loads and loads of tournament news this week. So I'm going to obviously finish with my beloved tournament itself, the one that I hold with Wargames, and that is the Last Chance Open in January. So as I said in previous episodes, the tournament is sold out, but, and this is a big but, we've put a deadline on payment to be in place by next week, and there's still a few people that have not paid. We have got quite a long waiting list, but who knows, people just put the name down on waiting lists. If you fancy it, I would say that if you jump over and you put your name down, there's a chance that you might just squeeze in. So if you fancy coming up and catching up with myself, catch up with Martin and the team. Idic Beer is going to be there. The Geeks 40k guys are going to be there. You've got Black Toad Studios will be there. You've got a host of other cool YouTube channels that are coming up to play there. It's gonna be an awesome tournament. If you were at the Northwest Open, it's gonna be even better. It's definitely a hell of a lot bigger, and it's one not to miss. So do check it out. See the link below. Jump over there. Get your name on the waiting list, because I would say that you've got a strong chance of getting in if you get on that waiting list today. Okay guys, so that's tournaments. So I told you loads and loads are going on, and as I said, if you want me to talk about your tournament, promote it, whatever it might be, then please do get in touch with me. I'm more than happy, as I said, to help out tournament organisers. I want to get the word out there and grow the tournament scene, whether it be ITC, ETC, it really doesn't matter. If you're playing dice and going out for a weekend of wargaming, I don't think it can be much better than that. Okay, so on to the rumours section now. I'll probably stop saying this because GW don't seem to give a monkeys anymore, which is fantastic. But obviously these rumours are just rumours. There's no guaranteed truth in it. They're just bits and pieces that I found from the web, heard from other people. So I'm just bringing it together for you from all different areas, bringing it together so you can listen to it and get excited or not, as the case may be. And again, if you've got rumours, again, just get in touch with me, and I'll if I think they're relevant, then we'll call them out. So rumours this week. There's still quite a lot of rumours around. There was when they did the Magnus the Red unboxing, well not unboxing, kind of reveal or sneak preview in the Games Workshop, a little sneak preview video. At the end they mentioned about Sisters of Battle, and there's some reliable sources that are starting to buzz around and say that there is generally going to be new Sisters of Battle coming quite soon. So that's their rumours that have been around a while, but I definitely would not write them off. The release schedule for Games Workshop at the moment is pretty insane, and I know they want to get loads of stuff out. It seems like it will be 40k that will kind of stampede on for the rest of this year. It looks like Age of Sigmar's taken a little bit of a back step at the moment, so who knows, This is a Battle might be here either the end of this year, beginning of next. We'll have to wait and see, but definitely exciting news if you're a Sisters player. Really cool, something to absolutely stay tuned for. Other rumours. What other rumours have we got? So we're still hearing these rumours of what this big release is going to be. There's still talks of a large singular model that will be launched for Christmas. We'll wait and see what happens. There isn't really anything more solid than that, but definitely exciting stuff. And that is, I suppose, more or less it for rumours this week. In kind of release news, obviously we've had the launch and release of the Prospero Burns box set, game, stroke, all the cool miniatures in there, so that's dropped now, and there's been a whole load of storm in particular about the Sisters of Silence and the Custodes. So really cool models. They look epic. When they launched them, they chucked out some 40k rules for them straight away, but then didn't give them away to play them in the 40k game unless you played them unbound, which majority of people do not. So again, hats off to Games Workshop. They got back to us pretty quick. A lot of people were complaining straight off the bat, why can't they use them? Why can't you make them, give them rules so we can actually use them in a bound list? And they did exactly that. So within a couple of days, they came straight back with 2 formations. The formations allow you to take both those 2 sets of miniatures. So you can take either the Sisters, which you can take up to 3 units of them, and the advantage that gives you is if you've got more than 1 unit, you can remove a warp charge dice from your opponent each psychic phase, which is really, really cool, and that can be up to 2 dice removed if you've got 3 units, and that's pretty cool. And the sisters, they are epically good. They are the real shining stars of that release. So a lot of people see the custodes, they see the stat line, they see what potential they've got, but the reality is the only real way that I believe that you can play them effectively is in a Death Star. I don't think they work that well on their own. I'd love to be proven wrong, but I don't think they will. So their formation does give them an invuln save if there's, you know, more than 1 unit. They can get up to a 5+ invuln, which, to be honest, is pretty average. It's not very reliable for the expense of the models and expense of the units. So yeah, so I think you'll see custodes because they're beautiful models. People have always loved to do custode conversions and run them as Grey Knights, whatever. So I think we will see them, but the majority of the time, and I would say the only way we'll effectively see them is as a Death Star. They'll be tagged up with some psychic powers, no doubt, to make them really, really good, and that's when I think they will be incredibly effective for their points. So, I'm not going to cover a list this week. I don't have any specifics around the list, but what I thought I would tell you is kind of what's coming up on my channel. So I filmed a battle report a couple of nights ago against demons with my Tyranids, and that is a warm-up game for the Conflict Norwich tournament that I'm going to in a couple of weeks' time, which is another ITC tournament, so that's going to be an awful lot of fun. So absolutely stay tuned for that one. It's a really good battle. It was a long game. I'm yet to edit it, so it might be another week or a couple of weeks to come, but that was a really cool game. I've also got, hopefully either tomorrow or the day after, I'm going to do, well, I'm not going to do, I've done it, but you'll see a update on my 30k army. So you'll see an update on the World Eaters. So again, one to look forward to. Not seen much of my World Eaters on the channel for a while, so you get an opportunity to see all the completed models all together and see how far I've got on my kind of like road to 30k, I suppose. And then the last bit of news really for this week is I have got myself from the fantastic team at Wargames, I got this. Woo! So very excited. Yeah, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit about it. So I'm not going to do an unboxing because there's plenty of them on the internet, and let's be honest, they're pretty boring. You don't want to see me show you lots of sprues of plastic. I don't think you want to see that, so I'm not going to. But what I do want to talk to you a little bit about my direction on that box set. So my World Eaters are more or less, I need to obviously paint them, but I've kind of made the army that I want. There might be a couple of extra things that I want to put in there, but I don't have a great deal that I want to add to them. So you might ask, you know, why have I got this? Well, one, excuse me, it's just so damn cool. But two, obviously it's got 1,000 Suns in there. Now, technically it only has 1,000 Suns model, which is the Araman model, which is a very sweet model in itself. But the big thing for me is when I started thinking about 30k, I always wanted to do 1,000 Suns, and because, and this was just over a year ago, I was just too impatient, and I was like, I want to start a 30k army. So I went with the World Eaters, and I'm really pleased that I went with them because I think they've unlocked an inner Angron in me, and I think, you know, they fit my play style or the way I've always wanted to play. So I'm loving painting and getting in the mood for playing the World Eaters, but there's still a little part of me that I've always wanted to do 30k 1,000 Suns. So what I'm probably going to do, and this will be something that's probably a little bit longer down the line, is I will probably do a 1,000 Suns army with the majority of the Marines from that box set. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap my Cataphractii, I can't say it, Terminators for the Tartarus Terminators, and I'm going to have the Tartarus Terminators for my World Eaters, because I really like the simplicity of their armour, and I think in my mind, these experts in 30k will go like, oh, they didn't use them that much, but in my mind they look more World Eater, particularly with like the claws, and I just think they will fit my World Eater army more than the Cataphractii, which are a bit more ornate, and I can see them more with my 1,000 Suns. So I'm going to do a swap with them, and the Tartarus Terminators will make it into the World Eaters, but I think the rest of that army will probably be the start of my 1,000 Suns, which is cool, so something definitely to look forward to there. The Space Wolf character, and this is some hot news for you, is I will give him away in my 3,000 subs competition when we hit that landmark. So hopefully one to look forward to there. There'll be plenty of other prizes, of course, but that's going to be one of the prizes. I have no interest in Space Wolves, and I don't want to collect them, so I think what a great way is, let's send it somewhere where somebody would love to have him, because he's a very, very cool model. So yeah, but yeah, so that's what I'm going to do with that box set. So I hope that's kind of interest. The Age of Sigmar is still very much something that you should see some content on again very, very soon. I want to get this 30k army so it's playable. So that's kind of been all my focus around painting. I've got lots and lots of stuff kind of ongoing on that, but I'm really pushing to make sure that I get this 30k army so you can start to see some battle reports and you can start to see it on the table. So that's kind of my big focus at the moment. Hence the reason why I've not pushed on the Age of Sigmar stuff, but once I get a playable army within the 30k, then you'll start to see me concentrate on getting my my rats on round bases and getting them on the table, because majority of them are painted apart from the recent new additions. So because of that, it's not going to take me long. I just need to rebase them. So you're going to get some Age of Sigmar content very, very soon. I will almost certainly be having a game with Lawrence from Tabletop Tactics. He's starting to kind of get involved in Age of Sigmar, so we've talked about it in detail, and we will hopefully have a game in the not too near distant future. So that should be something to look forward to. So loads of exciting stuff to come. If you're interested, please do check out my Patreon account, and if you want to donate, absolutely, that would be fantastic. If you don't, no issues. I am sort of considering getting some better perks in place, so I'm considering either getting some more dice and sending some of my dice out, because everybody kind of loves the little ace face dice, and maybe even some t-shirts. So we'll see what happens. There's no promises there, but definitely I'm hopefully going to do something for my patrons. I think that would be something cool. But anyway guys, I've nattered long enough. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have any questions, do drop them in the comments below and I will answer them next week. But until then, thanks very much, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.